I'm Sue Wickison and I'm a botanical illustrator. I'm currently working on an astonishing project which is the plants of the Qur'an, which is depicting all the plants that are mentioned in the Qur'an. Food plants, medicinal plants, goes into the history of the plants. So I've travelled to different countries to find the plants. This project has been all-encompassing in my life for 5 years. There are 2 of us working on the project. Dr. Shahina Ghazanfar, and she is a senior botanist at Kew Gardens in London. She has been researching this topic for many, many years and travelling extensively to research the material. And so Dr. Shahina is writing the text and new research, and I'm illustrating the plants and travelling to get the plant material. My inspiration came from a visit a number of years ago to the Grand Mosque in Abu Dhabi. I was inspired by the designs on the ground and on the walls. It's an incredible building to visit, and I asked the question, is there any information about these plants? And in my research I realised that there is very little information about the plants that are depicted in the mosque. Some of the plants are ambiguous, some are well known, like dates, pomegranate, lentils, grapes, onions. The most significant, in my opinion, is the date palm, because it's mentioned the most times in the Qur'an. But then there are others that species plants that have been brought into the new research. So it's a really fascinating project, and it shows all aspects of the plant, and we're also doing dissection work of it to have the scientific accuracy as well. It's been really essential to me for the authenticity of the project. To travel, to see the plants, to travel to different countries, you have to be able to record it accurately, scientifically, get the whole life cycle of the plant to get the full picture of it, look at it under the microscope. That gives a really, really tiny detail. Making lots of colour notes is really, really essential, and you're capturing everything when the plant is fresh. I always write down the colours, I write down which part of the plant it's from. So it's making meticulous notes to help you remember, and also to help you create that accurate rendition of the plant. So you know exactly what colour to use where on the painting. You show the whole tree, you show the flowers and the fruit, and then the dissections, the microscope dissection work of the flowers. And that will be the final stage, and that will take hours of work. Quite often you have to go back at different stages to a plant and be around when the plant is actually doing what you need it to do. For example, just simple garlic. I've collected garlic in Oman, up in the mountains. I went there to see a number of different plants and how they've been grown by generations. And so I saw the garlic and illustrated the garlic from Oman up in the mountains, but I wasn't there for the flowers. So I've been waiting for 2 years, and I keep missing the flowers, and I've managed to finally get the flowers here in New Zealand. But it's being in the right place at the right time, and even something so simple as garlic. This is the developing stage, working from living material and then working out your overall composition for drama and for interest and for accuracy, obviously. I travelled to see a palm in the desert in Sharjah at different stages over a 2-year period, going backwards and forwards to capture every part of it, the male flowers, the female flowers. It's just a tiny little 1 millimetre flower, but it's really essential to make colour notes to capture the essence, the texture, all the little colour nuances and changes. There was one trip in particular where we were waiting for it to flower, and I had to keep delaying my flights back to New Zealand to wait for this tree to flower. And then finally it did, and I got a call, and we went out at 6 o'clock in the morning to the desert to see the flowers on the tree. So it's seeing it, feeling it, smelling it, taking it apart, looking at it in real detail. It's been a number of different countries that I've travelled to within the world to find the plants and the real material that I need. So the journey has been really interesting, so to find the plants and also to interact with people and to, for them to know what I'm doing. I've been very lucky to work with people who've really helped me to further my research to find the plants. So it's been a really interesting journey and some fantastic help along the way.